My mic working this time? Alright. Welcome everyone to Texas World Speedway, race number 22. Brad Jesson Jr. is on pole for today's race. Here are your full qualifying results. And let's take it to trackside and wait on the race command. Here it is.
Is this on? Drivers, start your engines!
Well, that was a fitting race command, because my mic was not on in the previous Talladega race, which so far has been, oh, trouble already. Brad Jesson Jr., the pole sitter, and the 34er stacking up big already. And they all pile into each other. The 48 up in the air. Oh, the 41. The 38's also having issues. Riley Sampson's car is already destroyed. 21 is also mechanical. 45. What the hell? Race didn't even start. Justin has huge damage. Our points leader, Nathan Orman, heavy damage. Keith Stevens, Tony Green, are collected already. Compound Marsh, heavy damage. Check a Snow Chaser, heavy damage. Let's test my microphone. Wait, okay. I did not raise the volume. Okay, my mic working this time? Huge trouble already. 2 cars smoking, 3 cars. And these guys are going to start the race with the damage. They're not going to bother coming down pit road, but alright, we're going to go green. Gotta see. Green flag is out. We're underway. Al Lagacy's got damage. Ibrahim and Trey Wright, they all got damage on the inside line. Well, that was a ridiculous start. Here comes the one on the outside. The 10 nearly gets turned. Her car's bouncing everywhere. And they're wrecking big. The 88 up in the air. 3 wide for the race lead. Zachary Taylor on the inside is going to take it. There goes the 8 car up a second, got the 3 behind. Johnny Cox to the inside line, coming the lead. Lap number 1 will be Taylor. He'll take the first lap and take the first caution. Alright, well, let's take a look at the replay. Well, with all those damaged cars in the way, they're like 4 wide, 5 wide, I think. Actually, I think they're just 4 wide. Yeah, all these guys are really slow here. So I don't even know where this starts. Everyone's just hooking everybody, and around they go. And there's the 88 up in the air. Does not go upside down. Michael Brown's collected with heavy damage. There's the 20 wrecking again, as well as a lot of other drivers. So the top 2 drivers in points have crashed out already. Well, they crashed before the race even started. Yeah, Nathan Orman, who had that exciting win, finally getting his first win of the season. In a 3/1000th of a second over Zachary Fitzwater Sr., who was also involved with this crash, as we just saw him almost go upside down. So just like that, a 16-point lead, not a lot there, but his teammate / championship rival is also involved. Yeah, both cars are out proud. Yeah, his car is just done for. He can't even drive it back to the garage area. This is a crazy, wild start. Yeah, I don't know what to say here. I thought I had mic problems again. Shit, I didn't turn up the volume, that's why. So, yeah, there goes Fisher as well. 2 of Max Anderson. Let's take a look at this one more time on the helicopter camera. See who turned who. Because they're just all over the place. The 10 nearly gets turned by the 56. And then started with the 40 and a 2. And then they just all wrecked and spun each other out. Yeah, I've never had this happen before, I don't think. There was that time at Darlington a long time ago when we used the 1970 version. That track was broken as shit. But this is a proper made track, so... Yeah, they just kept stacking up. They wouldn't stop crashing into each other. So, yeah. Alright, first caution of the day. Let's take you back to the restart. Alright. So 3 cars have failed to start. That was Cole Sampson, Cody Smart, and Malik Nevins. Those 3 drivers who crashed on pit road. Actually, I think Cody Smart had mechanical issues. And you can see the rest, the 38, the 41, the 7, the 20, the 11, the 88, 23, 6, 99, 17, 5, 9, 44, and 24. And now the 48 as well. Here we go for the restart. Green flag is out. We're underway. Back underway. Three wide entering turn 1 for 5th place. The 8 car with a nice push. He'll take the lead away from Zachary Taylor. Zachary Taylor, no change for this 16 team after Talladega, still in 6th place. He's 70 points back. Well, as long as he finishes up here in the top 5, top 10, maybe even a win, he can definitely get up there. Couple to the line here, the 16 with a lot of help. He retakes the lead. Here's a 454 looking for a pass. A lot of potential points to be earned today for a lot of the contenders. Dalton Johnson 5th at the moment, now 3rd in the race. 69 points back. Oh, actually, no, he's 68. Oh, he is 69 points. Running in 2nd with the leaders out. Got a chance to pounce. 43 will take this lap. Stephen Oakes in the 22 looking for 3rd. There's Tim Randolph in the mix as well. 4 wide through 1 and 2. Not very ideal here at Texas World. Can they make it stick? 22 slides up high, but there's still 4 wide. A little bit of pushing, a little bit of shoving going on. But they made it. Four wide for the race lead. Now here comes the 35. At the line, Johnson leads that one. But here comes Aaron Abel in the 35 to the race lead. The 3 up to 2nd, the 12 is in 3rd. See speeds reaching up to 217 miles an hour. Pretty similar to Michigan, this track. David Davison in the 12 to the inside. Now he wants to take the lead. Davison still in the top 10 in the points. Just missed that one. They're 4 wide for the lead again. Tim Randolph, he needs to win. He needs to get a 2nd win if he wants to be part of the fight. Up to 11th, and oh, there we go, trouble! And how many cars is this going to take out? They'll race it back to the line, of course, 3 wide. The 43 is on the inside with the 8 car pushing. Now Johnny Cox sneaks underneath, coming off turn 4, looking for the lead for himself. But not going to get there. 43 at the line. Alright, caution is out for the 2nd time. We'll take a look at the replay. Now, there's no way they could do that for long. Let's see here. It might have been the 1 car. Yep, it was the 1 who got into the 54. Also into the 4 and the 51. Then the 3, 34, and then the 62 Legacy spinning. Alexander Rowe gets bounced around a couple of times. 19 and 42 missed it. These guys just go for a slide down the track. But no major damage there. So I guess everyone able to recover. The 51 got the worst of that one, I guess. Don't think we're going to see any cars retire from this crash. But alright, so 2nd caution of the day. Let's take you back to the restart. Alright, getting ready for the restart here. So Matt Gomes has got 1 of his laps back, so he just needs 1 more caution to get that wave around. Zachary Taylor in the 16 is the leader, and a couple of the leaders did make some yellow flag stops. Or made some stops. I didn't have to say that. Alright, here we go. Race car is off, getting ready to go green. 12 car got that one. The one in the 43. Gonna take it 4 wide off the restart. Into turn 1 they go. The one right through the middle, leading against the 22, kind of pushes him up high. Luckily he was clear. Here's Ibrahim in the 60. So he's gained a spot after Talladega. He's got no back bumper, but he's still in the race. A lot of points to gain. Could be a good day for the 60. So he's got some work to do. Not too difficult. But he's 68 points behind. Zachary Taylor in the 16. Been very consistent. Got the one win. Looking for a second one. That could definitely boost him up. Tim Randolph in second place. Third, Davison right at the moment. Nearing the halfway point. The 43 is in fourth. Got a teammate, Jonathan Wong, in fifth. Not a lot of cars in this lead pack, of course. 12 cars here. Goes Davison, I think. Nope, never mind. Thought for a second he went so low, I thought he was going to come down pit road. Hit Davison to the front. That Rockingham win was huge. There's Tony Green. I think he's just coming off pit road, I think. I don't think he has a mechanical. Well, okay, maybe he does. Oil leak, but I think he just came off, so looks like they fixed it. Johnny Cox in the 8, looking for his first win of the season. Aiming up in the top 15 for most parts. 3 wide here. Here goes the 22 on the inside of Stephen Oakes, who's had a pretty bad season. Only one top 5 to their name. Going to 35. He gets turned by Zachary Taylor. Yeah, in the middle of the corner. Someone's going to get hooked and they're going to go straight into the wall. And that would have been a terrible crash. Three wide for the race lead again. Here they come. Who's going to lead this lap? Going to be close. But I think Oakes got it. Yes, he did. Not as close as Talladega, though. But it was still plenty close. 4 wide again. No pushing and shoving, more pushing and shoving, and around they go. Hold on to it. Oh, just gonna hit the wall there. That could have been a lot worse. Jonathan Wong, hang on. Oh, more crashing. Oh, Tim Randolph barrel rolling in turns 3 and 4. Oh, and he gets clobbered hard by Al Legacy. And the leader is the 43 just as we reach the halfway point. Alright, yellow is out. Yellow is out. Let's take a look at the replay. I was hoping it was only these two. So, field has gotten a lot smaller now. Let's see here. So, Wong came up a bit into the 3. 3 got into the 56. And then Davison gets swept into it. Those two Bass Pro cars, at least one of them thought we got away. Davison goes for a spin. Jonathan Wong takes the inside wall. Not too hard. So it wasn't that hard of a hit. We'll view that wreck later. Right after this. So should be okay. Roof flaps deploying. Not that it really matters for the AI cars. But I can imagine all the blowovers we would have. So there's Tim Randolph through the grass. Came back in front of the 51. Slams the inside wall. Both cars. But Tim Randolph hit it a lot harder. Caused him to tumble, goes over to 51. And then here comes the 62 of Al Legacy. And oh man, Ibrahim. I knew it was close, but I didn't think it was that close. Wes McCoy, I think he just smacked the wall. Yeah, hit the outside wall. Yeah, just a touch. Tim Randolph, not so lucky. From the TV2 cam. Yeah, this is a good angle. Man, what a hit. That 51 gave him a huge shot into the back and just knocked him into the outside wall. And then let's go on board with Legacy. A little too late. Just rewind. Almost made it through. Well, at least it didn't send Tim Randolph tumbling even more. Because that usually happens. Let's take a look at the 60 of Ibrahim. How close was it? That's a little bit more extra points right there. Oh man. Basically, sort of drove underneath the 56 of Tim Randolph. Almost took another big hit. That might have sent him into the fence. Gonna come up. Oh no, he's already passed. Can't see it from there. One more time on board Alexander Rowe in the 51. The unlucky driver to just smash into that 56, coming back in front of traffic, just like that. At least it's a safer barrier. This fight for Tim Randolph has gone a lot harder. The 56 was doing well early in the season, fell back a bit, and he's just hanging around just below the top 10, and obviously this is not going to help their case. They got 4 more races left to get back into the fight. I'll take you back to the restart now. Alright, coming to the green here. So 20 cars left. Matt Gomes is now back on the lead lap, previously being 2 laps down. So that leaves us with Green and Brad Chester Jr. Alright, 20 cars left, 18 of them on the lead lap. Rosero is the race leader at the moment, getting ready for the restart. I say at least 1 or 2 more cautions before this race is over. Might be another big wreck too. Green flag is out, back underway. Both the leaders doesn't look like they get off to a good restart here. Two by two, still the top 3 now, 3 wide. The one car might move to the low side. He's looking, but not going to make a pass yet. Here goes the Penske teammates. They're going to work with each other on the low side. Here comes Stephen Oakes in a 22 to the front. Side by side down the back straightaway. See Matt Gomes in the 34. He's hustling. He's still got a pretty fast car. He had some issues on the start, but he has no damage, I don't think. Well, he did get into a wreck early, but very little damage. But he is hustling. Could he win this race? From 2 laps down? Well, we've seen a few drivers come back from 1 lap down and win a race, but 2 laps? That has not happened. I'm pretty sure out of the gazillion races we've done. I'm pretty sure no one has come back from 2 laps to win a race. And here he comes. Gonna get by Jaron Calvin in the 40. Not gonna put too much of a fight. Actually, he will. Pretty much pinches him down to the apron. Almost. But he is hustling, Matt Gomes. He's caught up with the lead pack. He's just drafting off everybody. And he's now with the leaders. Aaron Abel is up front now. Three wide for second, 3 wide for fourth or fifth. Here's the 4 car. He won at Atlanta. He won at Indianapolis. He's won at the big tracks. Could he win it here again at Texas World? He'd be the second driver to get their 3rd win of the season. 4 wide. Rodriguez at the 19. There is the 8 of Johnny Cox. The 34 going with the 4 car. Really close to that 1 car. Back to 3 wide racing, but they are still against each other. And now they've calmed down. A lot of potential first-time winners in this pack. Still 4 wide. Top 3 staying single file for now. And here goes a 12 and the 1 with an aggressive inside line move. Coming to 10 laps to go here. 10 laps remaining. Toby McCoy to the low side. And he'll take the lead here. Toby McCoy, 1 top 5 so far for this one team. Of course, their hopes for a championship are over, way over. Don't think it's possible. 178 points back. Yeah, that's not possible. Pretty sure of it. Here goes the 8 to the front once again. Johnny Cox trying to get out of top 15 and into the top 10. Having some good runs. But it just needs to win. As Stephen Oakes gets a big push from the 16 to Taylor. Let's see if another contender can win a race. It's going to be a super shakeup, especially after today. At the line, Oakes leads that lap. 6/1000th of a second, almost like Talladega. Hopefully it's going to be another photo finish. Here comes the 8 car again. He wants the lead. He wants to stay up front. 4 wide. Coming off turn 1. 4 and 34. 12. A little close. 12 breaks through. All is good. .43 now will go to the low side. Could she win this race? Nope, 2 slow cars in the way. Both of them are Spire cars too. Well, they got no Spire teammates up here, so very slow here. Tony Green and Brad Cheston Jr., who was supposed to start on the pole, but had an issue at the start, which caused that massive stack up. 6 laps to go. Will they cause another? Closing in really hot. Davison will put those 2 back down a lap. Everyone else on the outside having to check up. Top 3 have gotten away. Might want to keep an eye just in case someone gets hooked and turned. Coming to 5 laps to go. Don't think we're going to catch any more slow cars, and looks like the leaders will get by without any incident. They're not even fighting for position. Aaron able to the race lead. That might prevent any other cautions with the field spread out a little bit. Got plenty of time to close back in though. The 1 to 2nd. Davison in 3rd. 4 laps remaining here. 4 laps to go. Here comes Davison to the inside for 2nd place. He's got a Ford right behind him. Help him out. I hear more slow cars. 10 and 01. These guys are on the lead lap too. Will they be a problem with the leaders? Those 2 are fighting for position too. So we'll see. Here comes Davison with a big move to the inside. He'll lead that lap. Super close. Again, 6/1000th of a second. 3 laps to go. Here comes the 8 again. The 54 Christian Williams. Zachary Taylor trying to make it to the low side as they pack up again. David Davison. Oh, Davison's Davison might have ran out of fuel here. Davison has pulled out. I think he's out of gas. I think he pushed a little too hard. Let's go back to our leaders here. So fuel is a concern, it looks like. Well, I thought they've already made their stop. Well, those two are also out of fuel. There goes the 10. He's going to bail. 1 lap to go here. One more time around Johnny Cox. Do they have enough to make it to the line? I'm surprised they're not good on fuel. They should be. Or tires? I don't think tires are a concern right now. But here goes Johnny Cox. He takes the lead. Gets by the 01. Oh, the 35 at Abel gets turned by Matt Gomes. Well, leaders obviously has already taken the white flag. Here comes Rosero in the 43 in second place. Toby McCoy a little too far back. Here comes Rosero to the inside. Side by side. Checkers and yellow is out. It's going to be another close finish at the line. Oof. All right. Moment of truth. Who got it? And it's Johnny Cox again. It's 3 1/1000ths of a second at the line. So it ties Talladega. And Johnny Cox has finally got himself a victory. That'll get him out of the, well, let's see, 14th at the moment, yep. That'll push him up into the top 10. So the race officially ends under yellow. Not that it really matters, but another close finish. Johnny Cox takes it at the line. The 43 was oh so close to getting her first win, but it's Johnny Cox's day instead. Now, they both ran a really good race. Now, of course, only one could be the winner. Alright, let's take a look at the full race results. So, take a look here. 2 races in a row with 2 of the exact same margin of victory. Incredible. After not having a photo finish in quite some time, we have 2 straight races in a row where it was too close to call. Johnny Cox and the 8 team have done it. Rosero's there. So close. Toby McCoy getting a much needed 3rd place finish. Christian Williams as well. Great run, 4th. And Carlos Rodriguez getting 5th. That is 3 drivers below 30th who got a top 5 run finish. Matt Gomes getting 6th after being put 2 laps down. But he was able to hustle his way back up to the front. But didn't get to the lead though. But still, 6th place. It's a really good day. And then Dalton Johnson getting 7th, so interesting to see where he will be after we add up all the points. Aaron Abel, who was the one who spun out, but still managed to get 8th place there at the end. But I'm pretty sure he's going to have a few words for Matt Gomes, I believe. But the lap car was in the way, and that was the 01. Wes McCoy getting 9th, and Jaron Calvin getting 10th. Yeah, a few drivers having to make a stop there, like David Davison, Taylor, and Oaks. Finished 14th, 15th, 16th, and a few of the lap cars or slower cars also had to make some stops. So not everyone could have made it to the finish. Here is the rest of the race results. A pretty wild Texas World, well, more than wild, a pretty weird race due to that stack up. Could not believe that took out so many cars. They just kept piling into each other. I don't think they were expected that. And also you got the 45, the 21, and the 47. But let's take a look at that finish. So it's almost a last lap pass there at the end with the 8 and the 43. Take a look at this at the line. Yeah, it was the 8 car. Spectator view a little bit hindered. Helicopter flag stands kind of in the way, but not really. But you can still see the cars. But yeah, I think if the 43 was a little closer to the 8, try to side draft them a bit, I think the 43 would have been victorious. But still very, very close. Great effort by both drivers who needed their win. And Johnny Cox comes out on top by 3 1/1000ths of a second. So anyways, that is it here at Texas World Speedway. Let's take you to Victory Lane.